In 2021 and 2022, the United States spent an average of $334 billion per year treating diet-related chronic diseases, heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, colorectal cancer. And during that same period, food and beverage companies spent nearly $14 billion a year on advertising, with more than 80% of that budget promoting processed foods loaded with sugar, sodium, and saturated fat. That is not a coincidence. That is a business model, and at the center of it sits the most powerful weapon the food industry has ever built. Not a product, not a recipe, a label. Today, we are going to dismantle the system of words, phrases, and claims that American grocery manufacturers use to convince you that what you are putting in your cart is good for you, when in many cases it is engineered to do the opposite. We are going to open the regulatory loopholes that allow companies to print the word healthy on products that would fail a basic nutrition exam. And we're going to show you exactly how to read the only part of the package that tells the truth. Because the label lie is not a glitch in the system, it is the system. Start in the cereal aisle, pick up a box of sweetened cereal. The front of the box says good source of whole grains. It says fortified with vitamins and minerals. There might be a picture of fresh fruit cascading down the side. Now turn the box over and look at the ingredients. The first one is sugar. The second is refined flour. The vitamins were sprayed on after the fact. The fruit on the front of the box does not exist inside the box. Everything you just read on the front was technically legal, and none of it was designed to inform you. It was designed to stop you from flipping the box over. This is the architecture of the label lie. The front of the package is a billboard. The back is the blueprint. And the food industry has spent decades making sure you never read the blueprint. A Consumer Reports investigation found that manufacturers use colorful images, product names, and health-adjacent claims to create what nutritionists call a health halo. The product glows with the appearance of nutrition, but the glow is paint. Take the phrase, made with real vegetables. It sounds like the product contains meaningful amounts of actual produce. Roasted vegetable crackers from a major brand carry that exact claim on the front. But the dehydrated vegetables inside are nutritionally irrelevant. The first ingredient is still refined wheat flour. The fiber content is 0. The sodium is actually higher than the original version of the same cracker. The vegetables are not there for your body. They are there for your brain. Or consider no cholesterol printed on a jar of peanut butter. Cholesterol is found only in animal products. Peanut butter has never contained cholesterol. That claim is the nutritional equivalent of labeling water as gluten-free. It is factually accurate and completely meaningless. But it works. Consumers see it and assume the product is healthier than a competing jar that does not make the same claim. The absence of a lie is being used as the presence of a benefit. Now move to the term natural. The FDA has no formal regulatory definition for the word natural on food packaging. It is one of the most powerful words in the grocery store and one of the least regulated. A product can be loaded with sugar, saturated fat, and sodium, and still carry the word natural on its label as long as nothing synthetic was added. Natural does not mean nutritious. Natural does not mean unprocessed. Natural means almost nothing, and the food industry knows it. The problem runs deeper than individual words. It is structural. Until December of 2024, the FDA's official definition of healthy had not been updated since 1994. For 30 years, the rules that governed which products could print the word healthy on their packaging were based on nutritional science from the Clinton administration. Under those outdated rules, a fortified white bread could be labeled healthy. A heavily sweetened yogurt could be labeled healthy. A sugary cereal fortified with a handful of vitamins could be labeled healthy. Meanwhile, a bag of almonds could not. A piece of salmon could not. An avocado could not. The system was not just outdated. It was inverted. It rewarded processing and punished whole food. The FDA finally issued a new rule in late 2024, updating the definition to align with modern dietary guidelines. Under the revised standard, products bearing the healthy claim must now contain meaningful amounts of actual food group equivalents, things like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, or lean protein, while meeting strict limits on added sugars, saturated fat, and sodium. Nuts, seeds, salmon, and water can now qualify. Sweetened cereal and fortified fruit punch cannot, but here is the catch. The compliance deadline is not until February of 2028. That means for the next 2 years, companies can still use the old definition. They can still print the word healthy on products that fail the new standard. The rule exists. The enforcement does not. And even when the new rules take full effect, they only govern one specific word. The rest of the label is still a playground. Lightly sweetened has no FDA definition. Simple has no FDA definition. Clean has no FDA definition. These are marketing terms dressed up as nutritional claims, and they are not going anywhere. So if the entire label system is engineered to mislead you, does that mean you should give up? No. The solution is the same one your grandmother already knew. Ignore the front of the package. Every single time. The front is advertising. The back is data. The nutrition facts panel and the ingredients list are the only two things on any package that are required by law to tell you the truth. Start with the ingredients list. Ingredients are listed in order of weight. If sugar, corn syrup, or any of its 30 aliases appears in the first 3 ingredients, the product is a sugar delivery vehicle, no matter what the front says. If the list reads like a chemistry textbook, the product is ultra-processed. If you cannot pronounce half the ingredients, your body does not know what to do with them either. Then check the nutrition facts. Look at the serving size first. Manufacturers manipulate serving sizes to make the numbers look smaller. A bag of chips that you eat in one sitting might list the serving size as 12 chips. That means you need to multiply every number on the panel by however many servings you actually consume. Check added sugars. Check sodium. Check saturated fat. If any of those nutrients shows 20% or more of the daily value per serving, the product is high in that nutrient, regardless of what the front of the box promises. And here is the most important rule. The fewer ingredients a food has, the less it needs a label to convince you it is healthy. An apple does not need a health claim. A chicken breast does not need the word natural printed on it. Steel-cut oats do not need a billboard. The foods that are actually good for you are the ones that do not need to advertise. The food industry spends $14 billion a year telling you what to eat. The chronic diseases caused by following that advice cost the country over $1 trillion a year to treat. That is not a health care crisis. That is a marketing success. Every word on the front of a package was chosen by someone whose job is to get you to put that product in your cart, not to nourish you, not to protect you, to sell to you. The label is not a lie because the system is broken. The label is a lie because the system is working exactly as it was designed. Stop reading the front. Start reading the back. Buy the ingredients, not the claims. And the next time a box tells you it is healthy, ask yourself one question. If it has to tell you, it probably is not.